Hey yo, this is the Vibez show. 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. every night.
Lakini mida ya kudistress. Stayed up, wake up in the morning, napiga tu misheni kuka impress. She a queen but shorty yako kingless. So nataka kukapeleka to this place. Sweet space na surprise ya kujipa. Najua katashika hii mida ya kudistress. When star, cheki vile unang'aa. Umesimama, cheki vile unakaa. Dark skin hot, utadhani ni makaa. When ni bad girl, napenda vile wewe ni mang'aa. Wind that, rewind that. What a bam bam girl, a man stay behind that. Things so the boy ame cheesy, the easy. Sini kupe mayai na ndizi. Wine for the daddy. Wine for the daddy. Wine for the khaki, then you wine for the daddy. Then you wine for the daddy. Wine for the khaki, then you wine for the daddy. Then you wine for the daddy. Anahama, anapenda vitu tam tam. She wants some, so kujia kitu yum yum. Handsome, mi napenda bigi bam bam. Ukiwa na hanjam, baby basi come come. Anasema chok me daddy. Fimbo ni ya shabati, stroke me daddy. Mi bazing na nakapatia thing. Tukimalizia kana wika hold me daddy. Sugar, so mi natupa lugha. Painting na mitindo kama kuga. Na niita daddy, mi na feel kama Buddha. So do that, unataka slow ama faster. Kila kitu mos ama chap chap. Long shot ama short kama Snapchat. Sweet love, nitakupa more when I tap that. So what's up? Wine for the daddy. Wine for the daddy. Wine for the khaki, then you wine for the daddy. Then you wine for the daddy. Wine for the khaki, then you wine for the daddy. Then you wine. Nampenda msichana mmoja, huyu dema amejibeba na ni queen kama Sheba. Silali sikuli, huyu dema amejibeba na ni queen kama Sheba. Slow wine for the daddy. Wine for the daddy. Wine for the khaki, then you wine for the daddy. Then you wine for the daddy. Wine for the khaki, then you wine for the daddy. Then you wine for the daddy.
Hey yo, this is the Vibez show. 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. every Monday to Friday. The Vibez show.
Very good Friday morning. Karibuni sana to another episode of the Vibez Show. I hope you're doing great on this wonderful morning. I hope you're feeling great. It is a happy new month, by the way. A month that started on a Friday. Are we going to make it?
It's December.
Do you think it's Drinksember?
It's Drinksember.
Do you think we're going to make out of this month? But anyway, my people, karibuni sana to the Vibez Show. I hope you're doing great. I hope your month has started on a higher note. Karibuni sana once again. Auntie Mado in the building, and definitely I got money with me.
What a gone beautiful people. How are you doing, Katie?
I'm fine.
How is your Friday?
Hey, my Friday is awesome.
Yeah.
Yani, I woke up to gifts.
You woke up to gifts. When you baby girl?
Mini baby girl.
I get it. But I'm good. My Friday started well. The sun is out.
Wamekwambia unakapua? Wamekwambia? Waambie wako na wivu.
I know, nitawanyonga. Design ya Dana Court. But karibu sana. I hope uko fiti. Hata me, I'm good. Welcome to everybody tuned in on our YouTube page. And of course, those who are listening to us on the radio app. I hope you guys are enjoying your Friday. Apparently, this is the month that unatokaga kwenda kwa choo na unarudi next week. It is bad.
Ama next year.
It is a bad one.
Ama unaendea maziwa. Unarudi next year.
I know.
But anyway, my people, we started off our show with an amazing jam. Nimesikia baby girl anaambiwa a wine for the daddy.
It's the visuals for me.
And we are waiting to see who is the daddy. Okay, wine for for the daddy, but why is the daddy? But anyway, my people, karibuni sana once again. And of course, as we promised you, today we're gonna have a guest for you. And you know, right here on the Black Hot Fire Network, it is not our norm to introduce people, especially big people. Especially daddies. Especially daddies who can tell you to wine. That's not our norm. But anyway, karibu sana.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. I love the energy in the room.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Fire.
That's
Fire.
us. That's us. That's why it's Black Hot Fire.
Thank you so much.
Karibu sana. Feel at home.
Like
Lakini usiekele miguju.
Asanteni sana.
Yeah, so karibu sana. Kindly introduce yourself to our audience and maybe to Shmani, because I bet Shmani doesn't know you well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I go by the name Tylo Mill, aka the Slim Black King.
Okay.
Government name Meja Mzee.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a rapper. I'm an events planner. I am a digital marketer. Ile ya kutafuta pesa ndo tufanye usanii. Yes, born and raised in Mombasa but currently in Nairobi to shake up the industry.
Damn, that's so great. I really wanted to know where you were born and raised, because the accent. Yeah, the accent. I saw one of his songs and I'm like, Ile 3 years ago. I will ask about that when we get to there. Anyway, karibu sana. Feel at home. Welcome to the Black Hot Fire Network, and also feel free to talk to us. And also, in the Black Hot Fire Network, atuendi haraka. We have 2 hours right here.
Wow.
Yeah, we have 2 hours right here. So wakujue ndani nje, ulicheza bano kucheza. What were those games you used to play when you were young? So tell us about now. You said you are born and raised in Mombasa. Where in Mombasa, you know, Mombasa is a very big county. County 001. Shout out to all those people who are listening to us from Mombasa. And we have so many fans over there. And I want us now to talk about where you were raised specifically. Mombasa wapi?
Born and raised in Mombasa, the west side of Mombasa. Nimezaliwa in a place called Magongo. Then I grew up in Mikindani. Currently, a family iko mahali inaitwa Jomvu, Alidina. It's a humble place, but it brings out a lot of amazing people. Like me.
Like you.
I'm not blowing my own horn, but tunashukuru penye tumefika sasa. Nairobi has welcomed us really well.
Alright, so how are you coping with Nairobi? How long have you been in Nairobi? And how have people received you musically or professionally?
Professionally, it has been good. People have been receiving me really well. A couple of people are reaching out on DMs. I've been invited to shows. Kitu inanitesa ni baridi, bado sijazoea. Jua inatoka lakini we are trying to cope with it. It's been around 3 years on and off, but right now I'm in here like full time, trying to maneuver the industry.
Is it because of your music or is it work-wise?
No, it's purely because of my music. Because I had taken a break from music for like a year, trying to restructure because the industry is changing. Like, it's fluid. Mara gengeton, mara urban. So we are here to now restructure everything and see how best we can.
Talking about gengeton and urban, how do you classify your music?
My music is purely hip hop. Don't put me in urban tone, I'm a gengeton. I really appreciate the genres because it's like purely authentic Kenyan. Tukisema all these other styles, they come from genge. Whatever I'm doing, the beat is bouncy like urban tone and gengeton, and I love gengeton. Like it's something that I listen to every day.
Okay.
Because I felt the wine beat was like, dancehall kinda and stuff like that. And you did rap on that, and it's an amazing track. Before we start, just tell us about the deeper conversations. Tell us about now, wine itself, because it was played, the story behind it, how it was created, and of course for me is the visuals. And apart from the visuals, the lyrics are so deep. Wine for me, daddy, unaitaka aje. It's so deep and deep. I'm a person who listens to like what people write. So tell us about wine and everything behind it.
Okay, wine came about because when I was coming back in the industry after my 1 year break, I wanted to create an EP that encompasses all types of music. And so wine for me was that bouncy type of music. To have the ladies dancing. To have everyone happy. With that bouncy type of beat, then I wanted to also express a little bit of my wild side. I'm an artist, niko na uhuru wa kujiexpress.
Exactly.
So I wanted to
And
express
rappers
the
do best.
exactly.
Yeah.
So the wild side, the fun side, the club banger. People want to dance and have fun. Tunasema leo ni Friday, so most definitely you're starting it on the right note.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're a girl there.
Na bado jawine.
Lazima
And it's
uwe.
already 10 a.m.
Daddy afurahi.
Atafute daddy yako mahali fulani.
Yeah, sir.
But anyway, as we get to continue, so tell us about your musical journey. When did you discover you can do music, and when did you start doing your music professionally?
Yeah.
And now, when did you decide I'm hitting the studio and I'm recording this jam and I'm giving it to the audience?
Yes. Actually, I'm born in a very artistic family. My dad is someone who likes listening to music. We've been listening to different types of music every single morning tukiamka. My mom professionally is a stage actress. She's a background vocalist.
Oh, amazing.
She's a dancer. So I think it's within the genes.
Alright.
And then also, you know, being programmed in that family setup where it's all musical and fun. My big brother got into music production. I personally got into writing. My small brother is a video director. Apart from our professional, sasa zile za kutafuta pesa za kuweka ndo tuingie studio. Exactly, yeah. Then back in 2009 is when I decided to like take it seriously. Apart from hizo ma music festival na kuperformia watu mtaani. Yes, 2009, but it's been a journey. It's been up and down, kungangana hivyo. Then in 2021, I took a break now to restructure everything with the new management that I'm dealing with. And I've come here also with a very close friend of mine. He's a big supporter. He's a sort of a manager. He's the one who brought the gifts, unajua. So with the whole team aspect, then it brings about the liveliness in the music. Sasa ni kwenda.
So good to hear that. And now I want to hear about the recipient of your music, because remember you're just starting your music. And you know, when you're starting something, a lot of people are doubting you. And then now when they see you're doing good, the recipient starts to change. So how about that? When you started your music, was it like that? Now people were doubting you and they were like, huyo anadhani anaweza imba. And then after some time you proved them, oh, I can sing. And how was that?
Very interesting, let me say. Because sisi binadamu ni watu wa kustaajabisha sana. When you're starting out, people are like, usanii haitakulipa, haitakusaidia. You don't get anywhere with your music. Then eventually when you start getting the shows, in different plans, and then now we accept you. So right now I appreciate my fans wanaanza kuongezeka tu kiasi. Hopefully this time next year tutakuwa na Spotify raps mazeni bitatu.
You'll be happy. I see by this Spotify is doing that thing. Yesterday everybody was like, man,
hata sisi tunafaa to release yetu ya Black Hot Fire.
Exactly. But tell me now, when you talk about deeply about your family and them, you know, being in the music industry, have they been one of your biggest supporters? Because most people are like, you know, before my parents knew I would sing, or before when I came out, my parents were not so supportive and stuff like that. I believe yours has been different since you know you've come from an artistic background.
Yeah, most definitely. Mine has been like full support all through, because I used to go watch my mom perform. I used to go watch my mom act on stage. So it was like, tukirudi nyumbani, that's the conversation. And like the question would be like, leo umeandika nini? Tuperformie. Unaenda studio lini? What's happening within your career and everything. So the support has been crazy. My brothers too, I'm tuning. I am 100% sure.
Definitely.
Like they're the ones who helped my hands, even from the word go to the studio sessions, to interviews like this. And I appreciate it.
Why did you stop at a certain point to do music? Because unasema, you know, there's this
You
time
took a 1 year break.
What was the reason though?
I think this will get a little bit deeper. Sindio?
We have all the time.
Let us sit
We can even make tea to
Later your chai na ma cupcakes na manini.
to sip tea.
Hizo za keki tuzianzie.
Hapana. No.
But the 1 year break was, you know, we live in a society where we're programmed like since the music is not maybe paying the bills and everything, then you have to restructure your life in a way where you go corporate kiasi, and then now you have to fend for your bills. Pesa ikiingia ndo unaingia studio, unatoka, a little bit of mental clash hapo pia, because unalala unaota mziki lakini asubuhi uko kwa ofisi, unafunga tie and everything. Like I told you, I'm a digital marketer. So the 1 year break was for that, but sasa mimi niko na ujanja yangu, nimeweka pesa ya muziki. So sasa ni muziki back to it.
So are you doing it now full time, or is it something that you'd really want to do to make it a full time job?
I would really like to make it a full time, but it's not like part-time kabisa, because I go in the studio from Monday to Friday. Saturdays I'm being invited to shows, radio interviews like you guys are doing amazing stuff. And kazi yangu sasa digital marketing, I just do it in my house. So it's a work from home thing.
Okay, so before we continue with more questions, I think we shall go back to one more jam. This is a Dunda. I believe it's your latest project.
Yes.
So we shall go back to one more jam, and we shall come back to talk about Dunda. And you can also as well let us know, what do you feel about Dunda? Nini hiyo una get from Dunda? And we come back and talk about it. Pia msanii atuambie, where did he get the idea ya kudunda? Ama ni Juni Friday tunadunda?
I know, it's Friday, so tunaanza mapema.
Manze, this show fell on a very good day, on a very good date. And it is on a Friday. Siku ni ya sherehe. Tukianza sherehe saa hizi, nani atatuliza? Nobody.
It's been a minute.
Hey yo, this is Tylo show, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. every Monday to Friday, the Vibez, yo.
Listen.
Na msanii utatuimbia, tusiambiwe tulileta mtu anaimba nyimbo za wenyewe.
Chini ya wababara, homie, better know me now. Kasi songi, misi gongi na sipongi now. Show me how, ndo niweze shika pesa. Sio stories za kutesa na misi na sosi chongi now. So we keep it on a minimal. Easy, ukileta noma vitu ziwe physical. Smooth criminal, kila kitu critical. Flows za bahari, Mombasani, niko lyrical. Unapata noti, nasaka mnoti. Nyuma ya moti, na mwaka jote. Above that, under 40. Tatu shoti hadi tapiga magoti. Zinadunda. Speakers zinadunda. Vichwa zinadunda. Amarufa zinadunda. Zinadunda. Speakers zinadunda. Vichwa zinadunda. Amarufa zinadunda. Pimping na roll na madiva. Drilling. Hala flow kama river. Chilling. Tukiblow masativa. Manchi kishika. Smochana njiva. Mombasaida. Haya mambo kawaida. Meja mzee nasikiza mawaida. Emoted and with the spread iwe wider. Kisha boom kwenye bonyo ya hater Al-Qaeda. Yeah, so I did it again, man. Maisha ya mziki ndo the game plan. I do the damn thing. Hits yani bang bang. Watalano crew na tuliza na the gang. Zinadunda. Speakers zinadunda. Vichwa zinadunda. Amarufa zinadunda. Zinadunda. Speakers zinadunda. Vichwa zinadunda. Amarufa zinadunda.
But anyway, my people, welcome back. I remember we are with an artist right here in the building, and in case you missed the introduction of the artist, he is Tylo Mill. I'm a Tylo Mill. Repeat your name again.
Tylo Mill. Exactly. Tylo Mill.
Tylo Mill.
Yeah.
Who is Tylo Mill?
Tylo mean, actually Tylo is a nickname because from a tender age, my dad is Taita, my mom is Luo. So it was Tylo. Then ikakuja ikakuwa Tylo. And Mill is music is life. Because music is my life.
Okay.
Tylo Mill ikakuja hivyo pamoja.
So, I want us to talk about Dunda.
Yeah.
Dunda naona imetoka 5 days ago. Yeah, it was released 5 days ago.
Yeah.
So, tell us more about Dunda, the creative process behind Dunda, and what inspired you to do Dunda. Yeah.
Dunda is actually the first track of the Atoms EP. My EP is coming out in a couple of days, let me say.
Tomorrow is a listening party.
Tomorrow is the listening party. You guys are invited. More cupcakes.
We are
So Atom stands for a test of my soul.
Lakini wasanii wanapenda kushika watu off guard. No, we planned for the interview for the longest time, and this guy never told us about the listening party. But right now he's telling us you are invited.
Unajua vitu za ghafla wakati mwingine ni mzuri sana. Unaamka tu make your phones and alafu sherehe mara moja.
We are in December.
December.
Vitu za kuplania, but you guys are mostly invited.
Okay.
Atom's EP is coming out in a couple of days. Atom stands for A Test of My Soul. And this is now like a rebirth to the music that I was doing before, because I used to be a really hardcore hip hop type of so Dunda was just the commercial type of hip hop. So it's all about the bounce type of music, ni kufundisha kichwa, ni speakers idunde, na vitu zingine zidunde.
Nimeona
So it was just a feel good music. Watu
Wadunde.
Pia wale ambao wako tu kwa base wadundishe tu kichwa tu.
Hata wakichana wadunde.
Wadunde.
Okay, talking about kuchana, and I'm not talking about kuchana. Let's talk about Aluta. Have you heard about Aluta?
No, you tell me about Aluta.
Damn, Aluta is the sherehe that is ongoing in Nairobi that Karen Nyamo is fighting. Seriously.
Okay.
And it's called Aluta. So Aluta is when you go to a club on Friday, you party from Friday to Saturday to Sunday. It's I bet you go back to your house on Monday morning.
Wow.
So that is what is called Aluta in Nairobi. Aluta continuata. Yeah, like it's continuing, you know. So, what do you think about Aluta? Because I've seen Karen Nyamo was an aspiring senator.
No, she's the nominated senator.
Oh, nominated senator.
Karen Nyamo is the one Samido.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So, she's fighting Aluta in the name of it is where our youths are getting lost.
Okay.
And I believe she has a point in this, because you as a young man at this age is the age that you're supposed to be building your future. Maybe you're supposed to be planning about your life. But now imagine you are partying from Friday to Monday morning.
Wow.
So what do you think about this and Aluta being banned?
Crazy.
Unadhani wanafaa wabani wewe kama msanii.
Wewe kama msanii, ongea kama msanii as an artist, because uko Aluta ndio wasanii wanatoa pesa. We have DJs, we have artists like you performing in those clubs. Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to be selfish because kazi yangu inataka watu wakwe mahali kwa sherehe. Unajua? It's good in a way, but sasa kazi tunafanya sangapi as the youth say. Because hata mimi Monday to Friday niko studio working on music, so Friday to Sunday.
Wewe unasema Friday, the people who started on Wednesday, because Aluta inaanzaga reggae Wednesday, siji Thursday, siji what, Friday sasa ndo Dunda session.
Shmani anajua kitu vizuri
Kama Shmani
I've not been Aluta because I have a work, you know, and I have to, but if I had plus again I'm also feeling lazima ukuwe na liver so much, because ukienda pale ni kuchoma liver lazima, cause ni kukata back to back. But again something to do with Aluta, and you know Aluta ni place wasanii pia wanatoa mboga. Somebody we had yesterday, shout out to you know Gpzo, yes. Gpzo, I almost forgot. Shout out to Gpzo. Alikuwa anasema lazima you have to pray for your clients. Unajua? Because without your clients' money, you're not getting paid.
True.
Alright?
True.
Because at the end of the day, when ni msanii,
Yeah.
lakini lazima pia mimi as a consumer, I have to go out there, look for money.
Yeah.
Without the money, I'm not gonna party, and you're not gonna get paid.
Well.
So at the end of the day, Aluta might be good for at a certain point, but
Yeah.
also as a consumer of music, lazima uende uhustle, ndio msanii pia aweze kukula. You get? So kila mtu akifanya kazi yake, watu wapatane, sherehe. Yeah, if you can manage Aluta, why not? I don't decline.
Kuna watu wana manage Aluta because
Kuna
I see
watu wana
people
manage.
popping bottles like crazy.
Yeah.
Also social media. Pesa kupatia pressure.
Lakini hiyo inataka health insurance.
Very true.
Sasa sisi watu wenye hatuna health insurance, usijaribu.
Visa itakuwa kama
KRA will come for you.
KRA will come for you and you don't have money. But anyway, white people, as we continue, tell us more about what you think about Aluta, because I feel like at the end of the day, even if you ban this, you know, it will still happen. Pia kuna kukunywa kwa nyumba. There is Aluta in the house. We
Yes.
have house parties that go from even Monday to
Ask
Monday.
our Nigerian brothers.
Yeah, our Nigerian brothers does that all the time. So, cutting off or maybe coming against it in the clubs is
Yeah.
not the right way, because these people have permits to work
Yes.
and they are working during the span they are given and the time they are given. So, coming against it at I guess the clubs is
Yeah.
not the right way. I believe we should be working on providing employment for these youngings, because I believe if you are employed, kama venye wewe umesema, you are at work from or you are in the studio from
Yes.
Monday to Friday, and maybe on Saturdays or on Sundays, this is when you get to do your personal work. Imagine now this person is going to club from Monday to Monday because they are not employed.
Yeah.
And most of the time unapatanga in Nairobi, it's very easy to get drunk than to eat.
True.
It's very easy to get drunk than to get full
Licha
in
kwa
Nairobi.
unakaribishwa, kuja
Eh?
hivi, drinks.
Nikienda tu pale hivi hadi saa hizi nioge tu niende club. Nobody will know I don't have money because I'll be drinking.
Yeah.
But
People
you
are
won't
calling
eat, you know.
you won't eat, but people are calling you for
Sherehe
liquor.
bila chakula si
Wavulana wa Nairobi wanakuita sherehe lakini hawakulishi.
Hata
Ai,
wajali kama
seriously.
umekula.
Unatapika majideri hapo.
Na mboga.
Yeah, so
Ai.
the only solution I bet we have to come up with is find employment for these youths, because huwezi pata mtu ako employed, mtu anajua kesho naraukia kazi 6 anaingia Aluta. But anyway, my people, as we get to continue, remember we have an artist with us right here. Tylo Mill is the name. Please make sure you are checking out his music as we continue with our show for today, and also as we get to know much about him or more about him. And as we continue, kindly do let us know which is your favorite jam to perform or in your playlist. Which is your favorite?
My favorite jam to perform is called Bossy. I have a track called Bossy. It's nice, but
What is your go-to when you pick two mic and there is a crowd? You just say, "Damn, let me go with this. Let's play this," and people vibe.
Yenye
and
unajua
you
hata
love it.
mistari
mistari
utasahau.
vizuri. I think it's wine.
Why?
Because
Why?
wine people will sing to it, wengine kule watadance, wengine watasalimiana. So wine is my most favorite.
But in the
Actually from
EP?
this EP,
From the EP, what
Yeah.
is your favorite song?
Bossy. There's
Bossy.
a track called Bossy.
Yeah.
It's deep,
Yeah.
very deep.
Right?
Yes, and I
I'm
think
trying
Bossy.
to look for Bossy so that we get to play it. Okay,
Yeah.
it's here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we shall get to play it
You will be
later.
actually the first guys to like have the full EP.
Oh,
listen.
Launch it here.
This will be like
This
a
is the
launch,
relaunch or the
Okay.
pre-launch.
Okay,
Guys who want to have a
okay.
listen to it before they support by purchasing it on all platforms and sijui nini.
Yeah.
Waisikize hapa.
You heard it from the source. We always give you from the source,
Yeah.
guys. I told you today we are having a new EP. First time listening to it is
Yeah.
on Black on Fire on the Vibe Show. I mean, if you are a fan of Tylo Mill and you are in the building, Najua, a lot of people are waiting. I see a lot of your fans are like, man, I can't imagine I'm going to miss
Yeah.
the EP listening. And
But-
it's crazy, but imagine right now they can listen to it on air.
Exactly.
It's amazing, amazing. But before that, tell me about why do you think that is your favorite? Like Bossy is your go-to. Before we listen to
Because
Bossy,
I think Bossy has it's the original Tylo.
okay.
Like anyone who wants to get to know Tylo should listen to Bossy. Bossy has the lines are like distinct, ni moja baada ingine, moja baada ingine. Then it has a message to it. It's about hustling. It's about breakups, heartbreaks, kila mtu anapitia, inaitwa character development and stuff.
So is it a personal jam? Is it kuna mtu alikufanyia ile kitu?
A character nilipigwa, vizuri sana. Nilipofika Nairobi kwanza character development lazima kwa.
Ogopa sana.
Karibu.
Usitoke, I always say one thing, and don't judge me by this. I do believe Mombasa men are soft.
Really?
But my part of it is I'm always like them. Atakuja tu ali sijui nini. And you know they speak a lot of Kiswahili which is so soft for me, and I'm like, is it true? And then I hear people like, I don't know if you know Kapnea is also a rapper from Mombasa. He's really doing amazing. Maybe you guys can do something. Sure. And I'm like, man, I mean, they're not soft at the end of the day, but again, is it true that Mombasa, we have like really soft? Unaona venye Otile, mimi na Otile proud.
Otile ni msoft.
Mimi naona nikana liaga.
Guy, wewe
na vera nani alilia.
Hapana. Jamani, wacha hiyo.
But you know he's Luo, so maybe not.
Coastalians, we are not soft.
Yeah.
We are raised in a gentle manner, na heshima, na mapenzi mingi ndio. But personally, I come from a very tough neighborhood.
Yeah.
You guys can it's like kuna softer part.
Yeah.
But also you ladies want like the balance between aggressive and soft. Hata ukikuwa na shida zako ushikiliwe kiasi, nikikuwa solid 24/7.
I know, it's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Okay, Aiti Macheza nauliza, hawa ni wanaume wa gari hawapay food before bitter herbs. Wako Nairobi men. Guy, they don't care if you've eaten. Wanakuita sherehe. Hata watakupea Hennessy. Hawajali kama umekula.
Watalipa hadi Uber.
Watalipa hadi Uber, but they won't even ask you, have you eaten? They won't. But anyway,
Hennessy sio igawe, ikuwe ni chakula na pombe.
Ni sherehe ndo important.
Sherehe ndo important.
Makulia ho.
Hey, but anyway, I have Bossy with me. Yeah. So I want us to listen to Bossy, and then we come and talk about Bossy, because he said this is his go-to. Yeah, his go-to and actually favorite. Yeah. So let's listen to Bossy, and then we come back and talk about Bossy, and tell us what do you think about Bossy as we continue.
Tylo. You already know what it is. Jana ni moshi ndo maana mimi nachoma. Nita hustle ama nitasoma. Mimi boy child nimesaulika, lakini sitalia mauchungu tu kwa ngoma. Wanasema tai boss mimi mnoma. Slim king but buzz imenona. Nazidi kuspit itabidi barakoa. Juu vile na wakili mimi msika corona. Roho ya simba so mimi na winda. Aminia jini tashinda. Familia mimi nitalinda. Nikikosa wifi ni mimi natinda. Juzi tu niliachwa na Linda, kisha ndinda akadinda. Nimesare hii mambo ya rinda, najua hata ringa day nitabai dinga. Tylo, son of a soldier, cook boy line na masoda. Oda chumini na ngoja, bicha kikama ni ride kama boda. West Coast life kama oga, watalano ni si namba moja. Ukidai beef wewe jua niko manchies, itabidi uongeze ugali na mboga. Hey. Moyo piga damu, wacha mambo ya mapenzi. Najenga karia na pambana kawa jenzi. Njia takatifu na wachana na washenzi. Hawaniwezi. We bossy. Luku fisa za komba. We flossy. Kama story miyamado. Misikosi. Shorty drop it to the floor. Yeah, she drop it. Mishida za kidosi. We bossy. Luku fisa za komba. We flossy. Kama story miyamado. Misikosi. Shorty drop it to the floor. Yeah, she drop it. Mishida za kidosi. Is it real? Ama ni uongo? Kapenda kengeza boy akaita chongo. Hit nikispit niko lit paka bongo. Rumble in the jungle utadhani niko Congo. Kama uko speedy, better hold. Don't you go on spot, hot but you not. Sita come to a full stop, ukidot. Flows iko mingi inabidi get a
niko juu uko anda komes na mi boss inakuwa blanda upigwe na thanda tukuvishe sanda kisha utawanda soul yako ikipanda so broda don't bother nina flow ziko fizi kama soda Italians the order siku hizi digital lifestyle the coda bad man little bit of what you want light a blunt and respect the holy plant in the game nina kick kama Jackie Chan I'm a happy man I blow kama Pakistan boom baby can you take me there rock me slow like an empty chair don't stare we look like a happy pair can you play do I look like a fucking care we bossy look ofisa zako mbali we flossy kama story nyamado misikosi shorty drop it to the floor yeah, she drop it mishida za kidosi we bossy look ofisa zako mbali we flossy kama story nyamado misikosi shorty drop it to the floor yeah, she drop it mishida za kidosi
Friday, the vibes, yo.
I've had Shumani vibes over there.
You have. You know the vibe. You know the vibe.
Kama ni story za
No, sikosi mtu wangu. Hizi ni shida za kidosi.
That's why the name is Money Kenya.
Comes in all the time.
So without money tukae mbali.
We ain't talking.
Okay, I see General Mosquito is with us in the building. He's saying, hello Katie, my fingers were frozen earlier, so couldn't touch. General Mosquito, you love joking with us, but anyway, he is asking, who is the guest? What is his name? Who is the guest? What is his name?
Allah. I already introduced myself like I will definitely introduce myself again.
Yeah, a million times. You have to.
Tylo Mill is the name, aka the Slim Black King.
Yeah.
Government name, Major Mzee.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are my names.
Okay.
I can't imagine your government name is Major Mzee. You know that is what you get on his ID.
Yeah. Major Mzee, and it's Major like M-A-J-O-R. Major
Yeah.
Mzee.
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing.
Okay, Major. So, Mzee hata sounds
Yeah,
good.
that's what I said, Daddy. You want for the daddy.
Yeah, shout out to
for the
Billion
Mzee.
of Boy in the building. Shout out to you and thank you for tapping the screen. I hope you're enjoying our show for today. So as we get to continue, kindly let's talk about your EP.
Yes.
Now this EP umesema kuna listening party kesho. Kwanza invite watu before to invite hapa hivi ati you are invited.
Tell us
Invite
where it's
watu.
gonna be.
Tell us what time, the venue and everything about it.
So the listening party will be at the studio, my studio where I recorded. It's at Dreamfort Studios. It's along Wayaki Way, 87 Wayaki Way. Shout out to my producer. His name is Ranges Luther. He's agreed to have the listening party at his studio, and also a couple of sponsors that will be there. Cake Superior, Cake Superior, the one who brought the goodies. He's in the building with us. Najua mumwoni, but he's here. We have Digital Artistics Limited. We have Sound Cymatics. We have Art Africa as sponsors. So guys, please pull up from 4 p.m. to around 7 p.m. Then after party lazima tudunde to wine tukue bossy in that building. But come through the Black Hot Fire family, kujeni nyote.
Okay, so now back to the EP, not the lounge and the listening party. Let's talk about the jams in your EP, from number 1 to number how many is 6 to number 6, and you shall be performing them, or we shall just be listening. Performing?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about them. Tom's cover is number 1. Ama see I
Atom's cover is the name.
Oh,
Atom's
it's
cover
the
is
name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Atoms is the name of the EP. Yes.
Okay,
The
so
first one is Dunda.
The first one is Dunda.
okay. We have Bossy, we have Gangster Party, we have Pesa, we have Transparency, and Wine.
Yeah.
But anyway, before we go there, nasikiza jina ya EP, nasikiza jina mziki. It looks like the EP actually is about partying and money. I
Most
mean,
definitely.
because when you listen to Bossy, you know, you
definitely.
listen to Wine, that is a party, you listen to Gangster Party,
Yeah.
and then there is a Pesa, which is money again. So it's
Exactly.
surrounding up around money,
Money,
and
party.
party.
And
party.
Is that
Aluta.
Aluta gang.
But most definitely, I think as an artist, whatever a circle that will revolve around.
Yeah.
It's about making the people feel good,
Okay.
regardless of whether it's a love song or it's a gangster hard type of song.
Yeah.
And also you motivate people to make more money.
All right,
Exactly.
but does it mean that, or rather, let me ask you, what inspired first as we get to listen, because we are going to listen to all the songs of the EP.
Yeah.
Let's get to talk about what inspired your writing.
Oh.
What inspired the whole EP, you know,
Okay.
because I feel like it has a theme. What really inspired the EP when you wrote Bossy, when you wrote Transparency? What are you thinking?
Actually, as I told you, when I was taking my 1 year break from music and
Yeah.
trying to recalibrate my career,
Yeah.
I was really sitting with myself and asking myself, who is Tylo?
Yeah.
So the inspiration came from being me
Yeah.
authentically
Yeah.
and giving the original Tylo to the fans without necessarily having, imba hivi,
Yeah.
fanya hivi, this is what is trending, this
Yeah.
is what will get you on airwaves like
Yeah.
black hot fire.
Yeah.
No, this is originally and authentically Tylo. So the inspiration came from me just being myself. I love partying, I won't lie.
Yeah.
I love money, I won't lie.
Who
Because
doesn't?
We talk the same
kwa
language.
nini tunapiga kazi kama pesa ikuje?
know.
Alafu tukitengeza pesa tuna vibe tu kiasi.
Yeah.
Most definitely, yeah.
That's amazing because the people are like, I've heard you talking about commercializing, and now this is a question I want to ask you as an artist.
Yeah.
I am a fan of music. At a certain point in my life, I was doing music, and probably I'll go back to music.
Most definitely. It usually calls you back.
Yeah,
every time.
yeah. So when you are a rapper, mostly people say mostly it's hard for rappers. Singers is easy because singers can sing and people will go along. But as a rapper, you have, if you're like a hardcore rapper, it's really hard, or it's really difficult for you to be listened to unless you go to for commercial songs. You know,
Exactly.
commercial songs is like fanya kitu ina trend ndo watu wakubali,
Yeah.
and then you forget about yourself. You
True.
forget about your original self, your original music, what made you love music. Tylo himself. Do you feel like that is an hindrance to people listening to commercial music? Because first and foremost, commercial music, some are bullshit.
Yeah.
Like
True.
Kabebe Kazoze, that is a commercial one.
Yeah.
We listen to, and people are like, unaona watu they have millions of views and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when you get music like Dunda, when you get music like Pesa, which is deep and has meaning, nobody wants to listen, or people who listen are people who actually understand music and that's it. Do you feel like that is an hindrance, or
Very big,
Yeah.
very big, because actually a couple of days back Calligraph posted a story on his Instagram stories, and he was like, we as rappers are not trying to be the best rapper, we're just trying to make hits.
to make it songs?
Exactly,
Exactly.
you saw that.
But he's
Similar.
doing the same, man. I mean, he's doing commercial music.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is like ironic.
It's about finding the balance, because
Yeah.
if you want to do it as a career, the fans comes first.
Yeah.
Unajua? Alafu you personally as a creative peer, you have yourself, so you have to find the balance. Ni kama vile kuna kitu inaitwa work life balance.
Yeah.
Yes, work life balance.
Exactly, yeah.
So when you even listen to the Atoms EP, there is a balance to it. There are songs that are mine,
Yeah.
like
That are
Tylo.
deep, yeah.
Then I have songs like Wine,
Yeah.
because people need to vibe. People
Yeah, I
need
know.
to have fun.
Yeah.
So it's just the balance.
So do you believe that the customer or the clientele is always right?
No. No.
Because for the customer here,
Yeah.
that is the people who consume your music.
Exactly,
Do you
yeah.
believe we are right when we say, Tylo wewe tutolee ngoma kama Wine, acha kutuweka deep into now like Bossy, and stuff like that?
If you get into that path where you're just giving yourself to the fans and everything, then you at some point you'll stop loving what you're doing.
Exactly.
Because unatoa ngoma alafu you don't listen to it. Sasa si yako, ni ya watu
Yeah,
wengine.
exactly.
And I can tell you a short story about that. I was supposed to be signed by I won't say the record label,
Yeah.
but these guys wanted me to.
Shmani is always looking for trouble.
I always love
Shmani is always looking for trouble.
Come for me.
That person.
But it was like, when people say you're selling your soul, it's not like shetani na nini. It's like you not doing what you love.
Yeah.
So
controlling
exactly.
people.
And
Yeah.
the contract had all these things like I will have to pack a Q-Tex.
Oh,
damn.
and then,
Oh my
like
God.
fashion,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
if you read
Wow,
it deeply, it
at
was
least
really
we are
crazy.
hearing this from an artist.
For
Kid,
real,
you
real.
see this? I bet Kid is with us. You
Yeah.
see this? At least we're hearing this
Yeah.
from an artist mouth, because we see these things and we're like, why is this guy doing this?
Exactly.
So it's a record label that forces them to do so.
Exactly, because we as artists, especially if you've been in the industry long enough now, ukiyatengeneza though, and you know that the only way for you to be commercialized and get into the mainstream is to sign a deal.
Yeah.
But within the contracts, there are phrases, the fashion bit of it, the showbiz show bit of it, it's wide.
Yeah.
So niwe mwenyewe uchague, do you want to pack a cutex and have beautiful hair like Katie's
Yeah.
and yours?
Yeah.
As a man selling your masculinity to
Exactly.
all that money and stuff. So it's about being true to yourself.
Nashangaa venye unge sign hiyo kunaitwa Black King. So umesema unaitwa
Slim Black
Slim
King,
Black
yeah.
King. I'm like,
Nakuja nimepaka
Slim
King.
Black King with the
Q-tex.
Q-tex.
You know, it doesn't, but this is something we've been talking about, and
Yeah.
we'll give bigger examples. And the latest person I'm seeing doing this most is Rema. When you look at Rema, when he
Yeah.
started doing his music, is himself, you know, you love his music. But right now, the music he's doing, I don't even know how to sing them, number one. You see him wearing crop tops,
Exactly.
or he's posing like a woman, and now people are saying Rema is gay. But when you look at him being himself, you just say, this is a man.
This is a man.
This is a man. He's always been a man. But now we have these record labels and, you know, these contracts that make you not be yourself. And I do believe sometimes it's good because you see the money part. But again, look at it in the aspect where you're selling
Exactly.
yourself, your freedom. Think about you loving this music. You have been a lover of music. Ni mziki wako. Before kila mtu asikize, ni wewe ulikuwa unasikiza wa kwanza. So you can't tell me you're going to sell all that just for
the fame
but
and
again,
the
you
money.
don't feel weird utaki pesa.
Pesa iko, si ati pesa kuna. Shida ni pesa nyingi.
ni pesa
Pesa
nyingi.
ikikuwa your master, sasa ndio inakuwa shida.
But you not want to have that money.
Money tena.
I know. But you have to think. It's a really
Kuna
hard-
line ya Nyashinski inasemanga, if your God is man, if your
If
your God is money to you,
Yeah.
if you're then
Something
you're poor
like
to me.
But the thing is,
Yeah.
ukisema you know, I feel like it's really hard till when you're asked. You know, this is a question I've had, and people tell me, or I ask people and they're like, wewe ukipewa anakwambia, I give you $1 million,
Yes.
and then ukatai tunaona hiyo milioni uko like, bro.
Hii milioni ingenifanyia hivi na
Nakumbuka narudi
hivi.
125.
Yeah.
Nakumbuka narudi to home,
Yeah.
my small
Kama ni sisi
house.
tunaongea hapa because the money is haiko kwa meza. Mimi
But
iko kwa
you
meza.
see, you had it, and you said no to it,
I
which is
know.
really
Most
hard for
definitely.
people to make that
Crazy.
decision.
You know, music
Yeah.
is very spiritual in itself, and
Yeah.
that's why it's a very big medium to control the masses.
Exactly.
And ndio maana wasanii tunatumia. If you're not serious, if you don't know yourself, then there are good contracts. Si ati zote ni mbaya.
Exactly.
So fingers crossed, nyingine itapita ambayo ni mzuri.
If you manage to get that one, but what would you advise a younger artist on that?
Yeah.
Because I do believe wewe sasa umekaa for a minute 209, that's a
Yeah.
lot of time mpaka saa hizi. And I want to ask, when you say 209, how old are you? 209 ulianza kuandika muziki?
I am
What?
old.
You're old,
I am
alright.
old.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm 32 actually.
Oh.
I'm turning 33 in January.
That's
Yeah.
But you
looks
look
24.
young, you look
Exactly.
young for your age.
Nilipriziwa club last weekend, wakaniambia ID iko wapi.
Ukitoa
Damn.
Sasa
wanafanya.
nikawaonyesha, and the bouncer is like, wewe ni mkubwa wangu.
And then how do you deal with that? What is the secret
The
for you
secret.
being young?
Just love yourself. Self-love is everything. Like, I think love is the biggest thing that we are on this earth to do.
Yeah.
To love yourself and to love them. So jipende, kunywa maji. Ukipata pesa yako ingia KFC, kula chipo. I usually do this like every Saturday.
Yeah.
Naoga vizuri, napaka marashi yangu. Unaona utawala stage opposite kwa kuna this Malazarus. Itisha chips yako na coke. Kuna budget yako tu.
Yeah.
Vuka ingia inaitwaje ice cream, kula scoop moja wa 50. Enda nyumbani, listen to some music.
That's
Yeah,
so
but
good.
again now, my question was, you know, from 209, that's a long time you've
Yeah.
learned the music. What would you advise the younger self? You know, the people who are actually just starting, they don't know about, mostly when we talk about selling your soul as somebody who has passed through, what would you like to advise a younger artist? On now contracts and all that. Yeah.
On contracts, and just have a team.
Yeah.
If you're not able to afford a team, then usually have those close people within your circle that can really advise you about stuff.
Yeah.
Watu wako wa ukweli.
Yeah.
Achana na wale ambao wanasema tutaendesha Range Rover, tutaishi Runda and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. Just be careful, because especially kama hustle for a very long time like I've done,
Yeah.
it's very tempting.
Yeah.
So just be patient. Discipline and consistency eventually wa inajipa. So na haraka pia.
As we continue, kuna msanii I bet this is your fan with us right here, anasema song anaitwa Sonkly Live, anasema shout out to my G Tylo Mill. Shout out to you.
Thank you.
I also see Focash Money is with us, and anasema Blackout Fire Wagon to you too. Shout out to Maureen, General Mosquito, and to everybody who is there with us. Shout out to Mayor I see in the building. We also have Billion Boy too in the building. Shout out to all those and to those who are just tapping the screen for us. And before we get to continue now with your music, let's get to some shenanigans.
All right.
So, are you single?
No.
All right. That was a fast game. I saw where you're going.
Okay, that's good.
Very
Congratulations.
nice relationship. Iko tu sawa.
Too sound.
Mpaka initese labda.
Character development.
Unajua sisi wote tunakuanga shule.
Serious?
Tuko shule.
Because you're never sure about this stuff.
Yeah, you're never sure. So
But right now I'm happy. Pale nipo.
tuko ile shule inaitangwa.
Makadons tu mbili tatu.
Yeah.
Nimeridhika.
Okay, okay.
So the question was,
Yeah.
why are you single? But since you're not single, it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you. These are some of the questions we were asking people yesterday. In the streets, we have this show called The Word of the Streets. We go to the streets, we interview people, we talk to people, and get their views. So, there's this question that was going on like this: is it normal for a man to have a male friend who calls them daily?
A man who has a male friend.
Like maybe a close
Is
friend.
it okay for you as a man to have a male friend that calls you daily?
Kwani ana kasi ingine? Hapana, no.
Best
Best
friend.
yako.
Lou is my friend, but he doesn't call me daily.
Yeah.
Unaniambia good night, good morning, unakula lunch, hapana. Some
see,
gay
you like
stuff,
an
maze. Some serious gay stuff, maze.
Oh, Lord. So it's not normal.
No.
It's not normal.
Pigia kama ni dem ni sawa.
Okay.
Man, you can call me asubuhi
know,
mpaka lakini
but
boys.
So
With
what?
you ladies who wanaona ni sawa.
Yeah.
Mnapigiana, hi baby girl, hi girlfriend.
Yeah.
Lakini mwanaume
But why do you
Why
think it's
is
like that?
is it weird for men and girls can
Why?
do it?
It might get a little bit controversial, but we are different.
Yeah.
As much as we are similar, but we are different kabisa. Our emotions and you guys are totally different. Sasa mimi, you know, when you call me every single time, it's like you're checking up on me.
Yeah.
Why?
Si ni best
Ni
yako.
best yako.
BFF.
Si tumekuwa pamoja jana.
Jamani.
Sawa,
Man, it's okay. Anyway, the second question is, what is your love language?
My love language. Kuna mtu anasema English.
Sana, walisema.
Jana walisema Kiswahili, English na Uzia.
No,
Jamani.
but I like acts of service because for me it goes both ways. When we talk about love language, sana sana watu nafikiria ni ile kitu mimi napewa, ile kitu mimi na enjoy. But I usually think of it of pia mimi napenda kufanya nini. So that's my love life. Tuongee watu wawili. Nifanyie vitu, nikufanyie vitu, makeki, ma flowers, masaa, boxes.
Wewe mwanaume unapenda flowers?
People are giving each other flowers these days.
Okay.
Niliona iko dida alipea
Nipatia
calligraph.
calligraph.
Let's calligraph.
Get his flowers.
But for real, as men we usually get flowers only when we are 6 feet deep.
Yeah.
Na maua ni mzuri, si kitu mbaya.
Okay, so
me flowers, Katie.
I'll get you flowers.
Most
I'll
definitely.
get you flowers.
I
When
will
is your
love them.
birthday?
17th January.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
me. It's me. Okay. So, what was a luxury during your childhood, but now it's a necessity?
A luxury but not a necessity. Rent. Basi nilikuwa na enjoy tu kuingia kwa nyumba yangu, natoka nalala naoga. Sasa hii kila mwezi mazee receipt ikirushwa kwa mlango
lazima
ulipe. Until that stage where we have our own houses.
I know, it's crazy for me. Vitu kama chapo chapo
man is all about the food.
Chapo ulikuwa unapikiwa.
Acha nikwambie ukweli, Shimani ndiye anakuanga njaa mbele ya kila mtu.
I love you see my body is big.
Ndio maana nakasirika. Unanipatiaje pombe bila chakula?
Yeah, you like for example when I was, because I'm not also raised in the city, but tulikuwa tunakula chapo, unajua weekend or Christmas days. That's why but siku hizo namko nasema una tefi na nakula chapo. We eat chapo every day. You just wake up and I mean back then it was like luxurious, but right now it's like
normal.
Vitu kama smartphone, you know, back then kama ungekuwa na simu, not even to talk about smartphone, hata simu tu, you know, you are wewe ulikuwa unaingiza mademu wote wa ushago box, unajua. But right now everybody has, hata mtoto mdogo akona pad, you know. So I believe those are some of the necessities we have, the luxurious things we Wi-Fi too, exactly.
Internet was a luxury. Even having a phone that connects to the internet was a luxury, you know. Unakumbuka Bluetooth ya kitambo ilikuwa ni kale. Oh my god.
But again, I don't understand how internet has been exaggerated in the form of kitambo hata zikikuja tuko tunaona ni expensive, but right now look at it, it's very cheap because kitambo ununue data on a daily basis.
Unajua tulikuwa tunaona kwa nini it's a very expensive. One, you're not even able to afford that phone that uses the internet. You have the kabambe. So imagine you're not able to afford the phone itself. Now how imagine getting the internet, the Wi-Fi, you know.
But I believe also vitu kama TV zenye ni digital zimesaidia internet kukua rahisi, because now people are like, you know, we have to have internet
times
too. Times are changing.
Anyway, Jana, yesterday I saw this story on the Nairobi report. Somebody called William Samvoy Ruto allegedly imported a Rolls Royce worth 75 million via JKI.
Must be rich. Must be rich. Huyo Samvoy ni mrich.
Huyo Samvoy ni nani? Zakayo sio wewe. William Samvoy Ruto.
People have that type of money.
I mean William
Samvoy Ruto. William Samvoy Ruto.
Okay. Use the information as much as you want.
What?
75 million.
Okay.
We also work in such rooms.
It's I mean but it's crazy. Anyway, niambie, how are you coping with the rains though?
The rains. I love the rain actually. Napenda mvua more than when it's sunny and dusty. Kukiwa na mvua naweza kaa kwa nyumba. But it's crazy because back in Mombasa inanyesha like heavily. Inabeba watu, ina destroy properties and stuff.
Mbona unadhani inafanyika hivyo? Because you're supposed to go to Mombasa probably next week. And we are really I'm thinking twende na hiyo gari tukae.
Imeacha kunyesha nadhani.
I'll host you guys for a couple of days. Hali ya kunyeshi.
Unarudi Mombasa?
December holidays, si lazima.
Oh, we are actually traveling next week.
Utachora love kwa beach.
As for me who has been only to Mombasa once, I can't wait to do everything. I can't. The
funniest part is that I've never been to coastal Kenya.
No, you've been there. I think I'm of the plan.
And that was in coastal Tanzania.
I've
never been in coastal Kenya.
It's crazy. It's a good one. But let us go back to now your EP. Let's talk about Pesa.
Yeah.
Tell me about Pesa.
Pesa is actually the last 6th track that we did. It was completed Jana actually. Pesa was that. It's an piano beat actually. This was me and my producers just having fun in the studio. Tukasema, do we do drill or do we do amapiano? Then it's like drill is still too much hip-hop. Tufanyie amapiano, tuone ita sound aje. You guys will laugh but you'll enjoy it.
Okay. But before we listen to it, kwa EP yako, do you have a collab?
No. This one is the only beat that is, let's say, collaborating is the background vocals for my producer. Yes, but I don't have anyone else featured.
And before tuendelee, umetaja producer sana na hujamtaja jina, mpe flowers pia yeye.
My producer, Ranges Luther, the CEO of Dreamfort Studios. Amazing job. Thank you so much for supporting me through this journey. Imekuwa juu chini, late night sessions mingi, but very nice guy. He's worked with amazing artists, Vijana Barubaru.
Shout out to all those people you work with.
Yes, Vijana Barubaru, we started out music pamoja, people like Mac Bruce, people like Kala Moto from Mombasa, Don Rich, Switch Donche, and a lot of people.
Okay.
Asanteni sana. Most of them are tuned in for sure.
Okay. I hope you guys, you're listening to yourself right here mkigotewa pale hivyo, ama you're listening to Tylo msanii wenyu akiwapea a shout out, because you know we love recognizing people behind the good work. It's not always right kuleta msanii hapa hivi ni kama ni amejifanyia hiyo kazi yote. Of course you have a videographer, talk about them, give them a shout out. We have talked about giving people's flowers when they arrive.
Yes.
Yeah, give
I've
them
worked
flowers.
with a lot of people. Danville from Hitbox Studio in Kibera, videographers like Cheki Ambalwa. I co-write with my brother Andrew Tuna Mzee, mad love bro. My big brother Sound Cymatics, who is a sponsor tomorrow for the listening party.
Okay.
Yes, and a couple of people who have, you know, wamekuwa akiniuliza inatoka lini. People like Katie. Katie has been really
onto it.
I give you your flowers hapa.
Katie anashinda ananiambia kesho Tylo anakuja wewe.
Shout out to Nebuchadnezzar. We're going to you to Nebuchadnezzar. We're going back to the music. This is a Pesa. The jam is done by Tylo Mill, the artist we have in the building. Na kama muamini and hawaimbia hapa hivi amesema ni ya mapiano. Get to jam, grab those rubber shoes, masani ya kukatika. Na mafirimbi.
Natufanye hivi.
Exactly.
To the bank like this shit is funny, cause I get this money, then I get this honeys, asking who you kidney nani, kidney nani, kidney nani, kidney nani, mina sakado, ziki mina wapamu, no honey, no money. Saa hizi ndo gani? Kama story ni ya pesa niko ndani. Pesa ni tamu.
Nebuchadnezzar anasema nimesikia pesa ikabidi nitulie ati napenda pesa pia.
DJ ongeza volume tunataka mahewa. Nipate after party asubuhi tunabebwa.
It's such a vibe. Yeah. So my piano was like nice.
Why did you decide to go for our piano beat?
Because I think it's trendy.
Yeah.
It's currently trendy. Like everyone is listening. This is where I'm telling you the balance between what you like and what the fans like.
Yeah, the commercial aspect.
Exactly. Yeah. So
Okay.
the piano is, for me, it's more vibey than drill. Because drill has like a small niche. Inabidi kwa hardcore piano to grind and all
But
that
you've
stuff.
been talking about drill and our piano. Does it? You're a rapper. I thought you'd be loving to drill. Yeah.
I love listening to drill.
All
That's
right.
not doing
But
it.
there is a track that is coming up that is drill, but
Okay.
within the EP, I wanted the amapiano to give it a little bit of taste from the
Okay.
hip hop
Oh,
vibe.
okay, okay. So kuna msanii anauliza iko wapi shoutout yake.
Yeah.
Song play live. Anauliza shoutout yangu bra iko wapi? Hii EP ni kali. It's Danny
Danny.
bra. Danny Ban.
Danny Ban tumezaliwa pamoja mtaani
Yeah.
mtini, and Danny Ban, shout out to you. He's currently, I think he's in Nairobi. He's a very good DJ. He's played actually for me a couple of times.
Oh, amazing.
So shout out to you Danny Ban. Tutafutane maze, ni Friday, 1st of December. Bunda.
December in
Exactly,
it.
yeah.
So as we continue, kuna ngoma ulifanya 3 years ago na Kevo K4.
Yeah.
Hiyo ngoma inaitwa Wacheka.
Watch it come.
Let's talk about it and
Shout out to K4.
K-Force. K-Force is our G.
Yeah.
And let's talk about it and
I've always been a fan of K-Force, his lyrical fluency, his voice, the way he delivers. So I came across Kevo K-Force while I was recording in the studio in Kibera, Danville at Hitbox Entertainment. And listening to a couple of my tracks, then he was like, okay, tufanye kazi. Really nice session, let me not lie to you, especially with someone who's been in the industry for a very long time. Alideliver like, nikasema kweli mimi si msanii. Dakika 2-3 alikuwa shaika verse, and we shot the video with Cheki Ambalwa, did a little bit of marketing on it, and it's one of the songs that I think has more traction na ngoma zingine thanks to the presence of Kevo K-Force. So shout out to you, bro.
Man,
Thank you.
Kevo is doing the most. In fact, for people who have lived in Kibera, he has mentored a lot of young artists, and that is something I do believe is people are not giving him the flowers he deserves, and that is some problem I have because he's so talented, and even on the ground. I mean, kila mse Kibera amefanya na K-Force, and then he's not like really. Si ati utasikia eti hajafanya na huyu ni upcoming. Utasikia Kevo amefanya na huyu juu alikuwa ameona talanta, and of course he wants to inspire this person, and I believe that is something that is really hard on mainstream or people who have been there. Have you ever faced rejection when you were coming up from artists and people you want to work with?
Hata paka leo, the rejection is like crazy because you're still up and coming, and you're trying to work with an artist who's already well established. Wanakwambia tu roho safi, tia bidii. Tia bidii, ngoja
I
kwanza.
think they're also scared because hakuna kitu ya kutia bidii. You see the
Yeah.
talent is there, bro.
And people like K-Force, they were like very generous, like wewe kuja tufanye kazi. It wasn't like mimi nimwambie Kevo tafadhali kuja tufanye kazi. Another good person is Prezo. Shout out to Prezo. He even invited me to his home with his mom. Tukakula, tukakunywa. There are people who are like really holding wasanii mikono, and they will be there for the listening party kesho. Tunashukuru sana. But the rejection, tutapambana.
How do you cope with the rejection?
Inabidi ukwe tu roho ngumu sasa.
Have you ever felt in your point of music that hapana 22 mpaka sahi that is tunasemaga kila siku, and yesterday we were talking about this, hii usanii kabla hujahit 10 years.
10 years.
Then my nigga, you don't know what's popping because within the 10 years ndio unaelewa how the industry works. Within the 10 years ndio unajua the cons and the pros of the music and all that. But when you wanna hit before 10 years, they're just lucky people,
Exactly.
But after, when you count 10, and I also say this, even after 10, kama hujaona, people say after 10, kama hujaona, wacha usanii. Unajua, but I'm also saying, mwenye ashaka 10 years, huwezi ambia mtu aache usanii tu hivyo. This is deeper than anything this person has ever wanted. So, before you hit that 10 years, you want to know. And then, of course, if is in 10 years with time, kama wewe saizi umeka 10 years, you've made a lot of networks. Kuna mtu tapigia tu simu mwambie, hey, yo, pull up, watu kama kina Prezo, they'll come because you've created that rapport and relationship with it. Which, have you ever felt at a certain point you want to drop music because of the pressure? And talking about that, tell us again challenges that you may face here during your time.
Rejection is one of them. Rejection is one of them. Actually, when I was taking that break for 1 year, ilikuwa to test the waters because music ndio inalipa, but it's not, you know, we usually want this consistent income inaingia kila mwisho wa mwezi. But ukishaizoea it's like a drug. But after this year nikagundua kweli music is my calling. And the same challenges have been, it's like a pattern. Rejection, a couple of people not giving you the platform that you deserve. Even when you try to go at open mics. Imagine something as simple as an open mic. Hata ulipwi ama wanakuambia tu banda fanya mambo yako shuka.
Tunakupea platform.
And that is where I would like to urge even the fans, the Kenyan fans. Let us love our own. Unajua, when we love our own, then the music grows. The cake is too big for everyone. Sisi kama wasanii tuacha kushindana pia. Tanzanians are doing big collaborations, Nigerian, South African. Sisi huko ndo tuko na that stratification where it's calligraph, then you have King Kaka ama sijui ni nani, alafu hao wengine ni wa chini. Until that day we make it, ndo watu wanaembrace. Tutupende vile tunaanza.
But do you feel like the problem is the artist, the problem is the people giving the platforms, like, you know, let's say event organizers, or the problem is the consumers?
Problem is si wasanii. Let me watch and school wasanii, we are, you know, in our heads sisi wa ni master. Let me not lie to you.
Msanii wako na star.
Msanii wako na star. Because we have our own notion of success, where even with the idea that you've told me, 10 years being in the industry, for me fame is not such a big deal as long as my pockets are full. Exactly. Shmani has to, you know.
Gotta eat.
So right now, knowing that I have this consistent income, unajua napunguza kiburi pia. Alafu pia that people pleasing, I have to be in this room to be relevant, I have to be, hiyo inapungua kiasi. And tunasonga tu hivyo, wasanii tupambane, tuache kuwa na kiburi. Mafans wako, listeners will always listen to us if we give them good music. Most definitely.
Okay. So tell us about these maybe mainstream artists and also underdog artists you'd love to work with, maybe in future or right now.
Who are you looking up to work with? Kama ni nani ule ushafanya naye kazi, hata kama ni underdog, hata kama ni mainstream?
I've worked with an artist called Don Rich. Don Rich is a very good spoken word artist from Mombasa. Very good spoken word artist. If he gets like this melody, anaichafua vizuri. But those who are in mainstream, I'd like to work with Jovial.
Definitely Mombasa vibes in
it. No, not even. Jovial sings. Jovial anaimba. Jovial anaimba. Then I want to work with Bien. Hai mazeni kiaza kufanya kazi na Bien inaweza kuwa mzuri.
Okay. They are listening. Tell them, talk to them as if they are listening.
Calligraph nataka nimuoshe kwa track yake. Aseme ni collabo lakini ni mfunike. Aseme kumbe underdog pia anaweza chapa.
I don't believe ukisema hivyo ndio kwa maana wapeani chance.
Wanamuosha. Kazi gani sasa? Career ianze kutingika.
I know.
Let me topple this thing down. And I'd also like to work with Nadia Mukami, akona anajifiti sana. Fena Gitu style yake, it's very unique. Itani challenge, so I'd like to work with Fena Gitu. Juzi tumekuwa na this lady anaitwaje? She's a rapper, Saru. Spitting fire like crazy, demanding. Most definitely,
I love the fact that, because, oh my God, I'm already in love with you, because first and foremost, when you mesema, every time we call male artists, who do you want to always ask? Oh, me not talk for because you know what cardinally OG. And then I keep on asking, not them. I mean, you don't want to work with these women in the industry. There are a lot of good singers and rappers, and they actually come. Unajua badai, but yours, you know, you actually recognize. Do you believe? Because when I hear you, do you believe it's going to be? Why would you want to work with women on the list first? Do you believe it's going to be because of the rap also goes with the girl's voice, or why that?
You know, as men we are very competitive. Tukiingia studio tunataka kujua nani verse yako. I've done this a couple of times. You record, then mwingine akikuja anaona hii verse ni nzuri, anasema I want to rewrite my verse. But when I work with a person like Nadia Mukami, I think there is that muziki inakuwa tamu zaidi. There is the vocalization, and then there is the rap. If you look at songs like how Nadia Mukami has worked with calligraphy.
Yeah, they're really soothing.
There is some bouncy, it's musical, then there is rap to it. And it's easy, I think ladies huwa wako ndani, huwa hakuna 50-50.
Nimesikia tu ukitaja Kenyan artist. Maybe internationally,
Joué, I think he's a French artist, anaitwa Joué Douefile.
Where?
Joué.
Yeah.
Why? This song Femvoye.
Man.
It's
Ama ni
nzuri.
tena nakacho. Is it the guy?
No, anaimba pia na that other guy. Anaitwa Joué. He's a very dope man.
Okay.
I'd like to work with Kanye West, God willing. I'd like to work with Tiger. I'd like to work with Beyonce.
Sisikia watu wa bongo pale hivyo.
Bongo.
Sasa sema Jovio.
Wadada wetu kutoka pale hivyo Tanzania.
But Tanzanians I'd like to work with Harmonize. Like, you know, it would be a dream collaboration. Nigeria, I'd like to work with Tiwa Savage. Definitely. South Africa ni wapi? Huyu jamaa ambao alitoa data Vocalistic, yes. Mad. Inaweza kuwa fiti sana.
Costa was there though.
So also tell us about now, where have you been able to perform? Have you had events where you perform your music and how?
Your favorite too.
I've performed in K1. I've performed at mostly in Mombasa sana because most of my career started in Mombasa. Big platforms in Mombasa, but in Nairobi a lot of open mic sessions, a lot of invitations to perform as a curtain raiser. But the best that I had was I think 3 years back. This was at Speaker Box. Speaker Box, it's an event that is usually organized by this lady anaitwa Patricia Kihoro. An amazing platform. Ilikuwa imepangika vizuri. Ukishuka, huyo anaingia. The crowd was crazy. So that was my favorite. Right now, going into the festivities, hopefully more shows coming.
So where would you love to perform? Tunakuanga na hizi events kubwa. Where do you think that you'd love to perform? And if you are given that chance, utaskia, man, I'm on top of the world.
I would feel like, you know, my career is actually picking. This is my dream stage, you know.
Locally, Oktoberfest.
Okay.
If I'm on Oktoberfest, that will be, I'm at Walker Town. Walker Town can be really crazy. Then if maybe God willing to grow to that level where you can sell out a show in the O2 Arena, that would be like sasa career imefika
sasa to relax.
Okay. So I think we shall go back to the EP. We've not even listened to the EP. Let's listen to the EP and then we come back with more questions. Shout out to all those who are with us in the building. Na cheki Governor 2027 Akisi Arasa Oyagi Oyagi in the building. Karibu sana Mzales na kucheki tena sana. The fun place. I see you in the building. Karibu sana. Jana Mosquito na kucheki tena sana. DJ Flani, I see you as well in the building. Keep on tapping the screen. Keep on interacting with us. And do let us know, how do you feel about our artists? Tumewachezea ngoma inaitwa Pesa hapa hivi. Umesikia hiyo ngoma aje? Hiyo ama piano imekubali ama bado? Talk to us. Tuambie ako sawa ama atie bidii kidogo. Ama arudi studio. Ama pia ache atafute career ingine. Anyway, we are going back to the music. This is Gangster. Get to jam and to eat, and remember to come back right here.
Italians. Hotelano Kamaka. You really know what it is. It's a gangster. Yeah. Are you ready for this? Listen, come on, Maji. Labda dishi na madrinks tu, moshi mingi
vitu zinakuwa chini kuwa nishajipin pako mbili tu za kondiko. I see through the lies, ukitaka doza pitu rende wrong game long kwenye zone. I'm not kidding, the game on hapa haya echelon is the slim black king on the throne. I'm back kinging leo dry baby, hakuna cha mixer painting, I could be your fixer. Nice to meet your sister, mi ndo mister, na vile warombosa akinitapata blister. Nafaa kwenda nani sahi, usifosi buda hi-fi. Bariki msenga kwanza kadivai, ni kudance paka shoke yake misikai. Kama ni maji kata kata kata, kama ni shash washa 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 hiyo kiuno kata 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 washa leo ni kuspill drinks, ni konyagi ama heni, ni mtika mebebea jirani majameni. Tabia mbaya wa kujanga na wageni, na usibebe mafala huwa hawana mafeni. Drop it, imekuwa tam, don't stop it. Akikukataa back up, don't force it, I'm on it. Girl slow wine, no robotic, we high in the sky, tuko fly kama cockpit. Come to stick kama tattoo, tutamekwish tukikiss kwa matatu. Tuwe na kids kawa tatu, before that day nitaspit kama tatu. Tick tack baby girl ni tiktoker, dua wewe ni chip talker. Dreams coming true, we bado ni sleepwalker. Joka ondoka kama we ni beach talker. Kama ni shash hiyo kiuno kata 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 washa kesho
Hey yo, this is the Vibez Show. 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. every Monday to Friday. The Vibez Show.
Gangsta party. Karibu sana. I see Louis Puli. Hey. Louis Pule anasema uko tops my G. This EP will be loved by many. Mwanzo hiyo wine acha tu.
Thank you mad.
Yeah, okay, Tylo,
yeah.
Let's talk about those embarrassing moments during your work of maybe being an artist, during maybe that performance, kuna vile. Let's talk about those embarrassing moments.
Okay. Kuanguka on stage.
Damn.
You don't know lazima. And kama ujanguka on stage, you haven't been 10 years in the music industry.
Which stage was this?
This was at K1 actually.
What?
Yeah,
You tripped.
The vibe was so high. There was like a stair kushuka. We joined the crowd. Sikuwa na stair.
Ukaamua kuruka.
Yeah, that was really embarrassing.
Okay.
Alafu microphone ikaruka huko. At least ingekuwa kwa mkono. Another time you try to hug a celebrity. Anaku bro, hatujuani hivyo. Yes, mbele ya kamera mazee. Those are like embarrassing moments. Like another one, I had music and like flash disk to present to give to a radio presenter. Then I hadn't copied the music well, and the interview is going. So muziki inabidi tuanze kutafuta tutuliane kwa WhatsApp and all that. Crazy.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
That must be crazy. But
it's a learning.
It's a process. We always say it's about the lessons and the process. It's not where you are at now.
True.
I mean, everything you do, you know, unaweza kuwa saizi we ni G, lakini how did you become there? The process, trusting the process, the lesson you learned and what you came up to and all that. But let's talk about Gangsta Party. And Gangsta Party, what was it?
I used to.
Because nasikia tunawasha. Ni nini hizi tunawasha?
Wawasha. Wale wanawasha wanajua wanawasha nini, si ndio? But people smoke, sigara, shisha, the holy plants, what we call it. Exactly. The hub. But I personally stopped smoking in 2020.
With the gym.
Exactly. Gangsta Party, it was an idea about how we usually throw parties back in Mombasa.
Alright.
Back in Mombasa, it's usually an open air event na maspika, watu ita disco vumbi. Then because it's in the hood, people carry knives, people carry spokes. Unajua spoke ya baiskeli? Ile iko kwa taya. Then they take it, they sharpen it hapo mbele, so that is like a weapon.
Hiyo ikiweza kudunga.
Exactly. It's also about what happens in the parties, what tunaita sheshe za kitaa. Unaambia dem like nishajipin pako mbili za kondiko. Because I see through the lies ukiambia wewe. Kuna ni stories za Vibez watu napiga. Ulijipin lakini. So it's the story about how we rush our celebration.
But is it wild in Mombasa though? I hear Mombasa parties are wild.
Yeah.
Very crazy. Very crazy. Especially the ones mtaa. It's crazy, like harusi za Kiswahili huwa zinaanza Monday to Sunday. They are luta thing. Sasa kule kwetu it's normal.
Because harusi sasa ni any day and then sherehe after sherehe.
Na watu wanafanya harusi hadi usiku.
For real?
Yeah.
Harusi zetu ni usiku. The Swahili weddings happen at night.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, and unapata watu wamekaa nje wanapaka hina, wengine hey, I've seen this. But anyway, so since you said you're not single and the music you're doing like gangster party, nimesikia umesema umejipin na kondiko and everything. Do you think that this affects your relationship with your significant other?
No.
They understand.
They understand because for her, she understands that as much as it's music coming from me, it's me singing to people. So whatever inspires me, I have to deliver it. If it is kuambia watu inabidi ujipin.
Has it ever been a problem at any point?
Imefika, see the who you current, but the previous one tulikosana sababu ya muziki. Exactly. Because when you go to shows, people maybe hug you, you exchange numbers with presenters and nini. They insecurities zinafanya watu wanaogopa mambo yao tu. Jipende kwanza ndo tupende.
Mimi nishaipigana though. I remember.
Why did you fight?
It's just shenanigans. So I went to this party and I was seeing this guy and apparently he was a rapper. So during that time we are at a like a shoot and then now everybody's there and then there is this one drunk woman, all right, but she's trying to poke me. Unajua? She's poking like really
she knows this is your
she
man.
Knows because definitely she knows they were there, we were the introduction has been done. There's even been a personal introduction penyambia this is my girl and this you know. Now she's trying to poke me throughout the whole session. Anafanya vitu zenye anajua na ananiangalia na unajua pia mimi nilikuwa maji. So ukiwa maji sana una concentrate. So ilifika point yenye I couldn't manage because it's just poking, petty poking, and I'm also petty. So let's get petty, girl. Let's do it. It's because now it's the superstar and everybody wants to have their time, and I don't have a problem with that. But the problem is, you know very well that this is mine. No, this story knows very well, and of course you also know personally, but you keep entertaining it. Oh, and you know rappers, they always have sweet tongues. They'll just ilikuwa nini, and we were going down, and that is how it was a fact of
video
life,
shoots
man.
are crazy. I don't mind
Ulivunja camera.
Man, video shoot ilisha mapema.
Shout out to Shmani.
But ilifanya fit. Ilifanya fit.
Video shoot usibebe ya significant other, especially to video shoots. Never.
For real?
Never.
But I've seen couples who are managing each other. Tuseme when I'm Msanii, maybe I'm your girlfriend and I'm managing you.
Put them in check first and foremost.
For real, sasa unajua kazi because when you're shooting videos it has to be very expressive.
And this is why I keep on telling people you cannot mix love with work.
But it works. Look at Chiku. Look at Dana Marwa. Some really work because you know first they have understood each other's art. They're all in the industry, so I think it's kind of also easy when you're with somebody who actually understands your art.
Yeah, I bet now in this industry it also wants a person who is doing the same thing like
Exactly.
you. So that closely, so that they get to understand you. Tuseme wewe umenitoa, tuseme umenitoa kuuza matunda. Umenitoa tu kwa soko nauza matunda zangu and you're a rapper. I go, I see some girl twerking for you. Nitapiga huo msee nitamrushia maembe zangu. I'll kick them. But anyway.
Tell us about now Watalano. Out of the EP, of course.
Who
did the video? An amazing art of work. What is it about?
When you speak about Watalano, Watalano is like a name that we gave ourselves as a crew. Because myself and my two brothers, our family name is Tala. So Tala, Kizungu tunajita Italians. Kiswahili tunajita Watalano. So Watalano kama kawa is just like an expression to ourselves.
So is it like you and your brothers in it?
We started out tukiwa sote because my big bro is a chemical engineer professionally, but he's a music producer. He's the owner of Sound Schematics, as I told you. He's sponsoring tomorrow's listening party. But unajua kila mtu na part yake. So he fell mostly on the chemical engineering side. My small bro is a videographer, but all of them are part of the team. They advise me when I'm releasing music. They have to listen to it before I bring it to you guys, the quality and stuff. When you're shooting videos, my small bro acts like a co-director and everything. So, and now we have Louis with us, who's joined in. All these creative ideas, ndo Watalano kama kawa.
So is it about like the family, or what is it about, the song itself?
Watalano kama, it's a tagline actually. When you listen to it, it's not like a track in itself. It's just a tagline within a song.
A song.
Yes.
So tell us about which songs you like and which ones do you dislike. Maybe genres of music.
Not necessarily disliking, but rock, I find it very chaotic.
I'm like, how do people listen?
Dramatic.
Crazy. Madawa gani ndo enjoy. Like rock, hapana. It's too much for me. Wengine watapenda, but it's too much for me. I love hip hop. I love gengeton. I love urban tone. I love bongo music. R&B. Actually, Transparency, the last track that we'll be listening to, is it's like a cover for Chris Brown. So I love R&B. My mom used to sing R&B when she was doing her background vocalist things and all that. I love drill. I love drill. Don't get me wrong, nimeongelea drill sijui. I love drill. I listen to Tiwa Cardinali on the top of the list. Brooklyn Boys at the top of the list. I'm a piano pia to give.
As somebody from Mombasa was expecting you to say
Tara.
No, there's this drill gang from when you. No, they're like two.
Double Trouble.
Double Trouble. I love Double Trouble.
Double Trouble are crazy, but the problem is wamenyamaza. I don't know what's happening.
Man, I'm supposed to. I love Double Trouble. They're really doing amazing.
There's a new group inaitwa Kizazi Gang.
Yenye kuna mtoi.
Tena mtoi,
I'm like, who writes for that? Kuna mtoi alisema nilianza kukula fit tangu class 2.
Bro, mtoto ako 11 years.
I know. Ati alianza kukula fit. I'm like,
class 3.
I mean, you're in class 6 or 5.
She's not even in class 4.
Yeah.
This child she's 11. At the age of 11, which class are you? 5?
Probably 3-4.
Yeah, 3-4.
Yeah. But alianza kukula fit tangu class 2. I'm like, bro. So she's a female rapper.
I really doing well. But anyway, please or kindly, would you describe your creative process for us from the writing to the studio to a point that now we can listen to your music?
Okay, this goes in different phases, different designs. Sometimes my producer sends me a beat that he's already created and this one can really fit within your style of music. So when I get that type of music, I sit with it, I marinate in it for a couple of hours. Whatever the first line comes to it, you know, the theme of the song. If it is a bouncy type of music, if it will be a special love dedication type of music, if it will be gangster, whatever comes first is whatever I go through with it. I go to the studio, listen, recording one kama after I write, that is, naandika maybe in a couple of hours. Then I go to the studio, the 30 minutes to 1 hour of recording. I leave it to the producer.
So you have to listen to the beat first before.
Now that is process number 1.
Yeah.
So then I just wake up with inspiration. I say, let me write today about life. Then I start penning it down. When I go to the studio now, we make a beat, then do all the
So
recording.
I've heard artists saying lazima kwanza nikiwash. Ndio niweze kuandika. What's your like what's your
We get in studio, we listen to a couple of music za watu wengine. High energy music. High energy music. We vibe. We don't drink in studio. Personally, and this is true. We don't drink, we don't smoke in studio.
Okay.
Because that is what we'll be giving to the world. So nikikupatia kazi ambayo niko drowsy and all that. I don't think it. And music in itself, as I said, it's very spiritual. So you've gotten this idea from the divine, alafu unaiweka na madawa and we release. But everyone has their process.
Okay. I want us to listen to the whole of the EP. So nataka tuende kwa ingoma Transparency. So far we've listened to Dunda, we've listened to Wine, we've listened to Bossy, na Pesa. So the only jam remaining is Transparency. Yeah, I want us to listen to Transparency so that we come back as we getting closer to winding up.
Can you also play the one with Watch I Come?
Yeah, Watch I Come. Okay.
Hey yo, this is the Vibez Show. 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. every Monday, Friday, the Vibez Show.
Special dedication to you, baby. Mina wewe nani kama wewe, say I'm drunk in love, itisha upewe ulewe, my ride or die, I'm your kind of guy, you're my alibi, rolling with the gangsta in the streets, wanna wonder why, she my beauty, she got brains too, Cupid akarusha short in my heart and you went through, for you there's nothing that I can't do, na kwa hii raha umenipa baby, mina sema thank you, my malikia heartbeat, my kalisi, chanda wendo pete, penzi kwako ni halisi, si rahisi mafisi kuseparate sisi, kwani kitu mina hisi, no doubt nimechizi, you're my shorty baby, drop that thing, never lay a
shout out to Maureen anasema I love this job.
finger, no I'm not that man, na si pamoja, no we got that flame, if a nigga ever try you, pop bang,
so I can reach you, don't know what you're really looking for, tell me if you need to, tell me I'm the one you're looking for, I wanna be see-through, transparency, when you look at me, you know I can teach you everything, are you hearing me?
love is blind but I can see through your beauty, figure number 9, thick thing with the booty, nikiwa nawe life is not tough, shika handcuff, ride rough, later tutapiga puff, you take me higher than high grade, waleta fire from the streets to the sheets, number 1 baby, sunshine lady, wagwan daily girl, take me over, finna make a bad man crazy, when of peace so you ease up my tension, sensation, make my things stand attention, so let's make a baby or two, introduce you to the crew and my family too, walisema eti na roll na walevi, sahina control tukiroll wana envy, wendo the best, so lay on my chest, one word describes you, spectacular, yes.
Special dedication.
Hey yo, this is the Vibez Show. 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. every Monday, Friday, Friday,
Tylo, Mombasani in the building, K-Force, Matalano, 001.
Watch I come when it come, watch I come when it come. Watch us come when it's come, watch us come when it's come. Watch I come when it come, watch I come when it come. Watch you come when you come, watch watch your come venye utakam.
Mombasani paka naika meshika na mashori kwenye pari wanawika kukatika paka pantiza katika dakika za wanati ni mashati watashika tamasha na cash kwa bahasha bashki na Asha na Tasha na Sasha kushtu na banka ni shashmi na washa kata kiuno na banga na slasha ni mashada madrai na mavela pate after kutafuta ngaela fighting kina Aisha na Stella maisha mitani risasa majela.
Watch it come venye utakam, watch it come venye utakam.
Kanipata mapiwa
Watch us come venye utakam, watch us come venye utakam.
kana dau tumefea
Watch it come venye utakam, watch it come venye utakam.
kani heta sinajua
Watch your come venye utakam, watch your come venye utakam.
Hip hop VIP, young boys I'ma need to CID. Wengine ma snitch on the road, I'm a CID. Yeah, ngoma ni B.I.G. What you talking about, Buddha nina kipaji. That's why I'm still here, me study is still clear. The bullshit I steer clear. Mola nionyeshe njia, mafala wananikujia. Mafanzo wanajua wanga na wakunywa kama pia. Let's switch gears. I be just making my moves, I be just making my moves. They know that I can't lose. Coming up straight from the ghetto. Hood boy, I'm glad that I'm able. Do this for the youths, never settle. Number 9 ndo logo kwa lebo. Saidi kupoa twalenga wada kungoa. Saidi kusele huku tafutiwa kuoa.
You already know, already know, already know. Watch it come venye utakam, watch it come venye utakam.
kanipata mapiwa
Watch us come venye utakam, watch us come venye utakam.
kana dau tumefea
Watch it come venye utakam, watch it come venye utakam.
kani heta sinajua
Watch your come venye utakam, watch your come venye utakam.
K.O.S. Watalano Mbogi na mashori kama tano leo ni mastori hapa hakuna mangori usiwori kanifala basi tukufanya mfano
Watch it come venye utakam, watch it come venye utakam.
leo ni mastori hapa hakuna mangori usiwori kanifala basi tukufanya mfano
Watch it come venye utakam, watch it come venye utakam.
kanipata mapiwa
Watch us come venye utakam, watch us come venye utakam.
Yes, welcome back to the Vibe Show. Wacha ikambi later kama sherehe ikambi later kama nze. Leo ni Friday, tumewaambia sherehe tunaanza saa hii sasa hivi, na nikisikia mtu ananiuliza swali ataniambia
Tulianza kudunda saa mbili.
But anyway, Tylo, we are almost coming to the end of our show for today. We have 8 minutes left,
Yes.
and in those 8 minutes, I want you to take like 5 of the 8 minutes
Yes.
remaining. Tell our audience where they can find your music and your EP. Unai-release wapi? Na kama ni kubai unawaambia unafanya hivi na hivi na hivi. If maybe you have a skiza anything, you can also give it to them. And also after that, I want you to give a word of advice and a parting shot to the upcoming artists. Na pia kuna youth pale home ame lose hope, anasikia kimemramba. Yeah, talk to them.
And in that also, few minutes before we come to the end, also choose a beat because you're a rapper. Wendy Bila freestyle.
True.
Definitely tell us which type of beat you want us. We can play something, and then you do a little freestyle.
Sound.
Kama kawaida,
Sound.
sindio? The mic is on you.
Thank you so much, thank you sana. Na caught fire.
Anzia na beat ndio nikutafutiange.
Which type of beat do you like?
Yeah, I think lean back. The lean back instrumental, Fat Joe.
Lean back.
Lean back instrumental by Fat Joe.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright.
Now
that's
you
good.
can.
Now
Yeah.
yeah.
So thank you guys for hosting me. Asanteni
Kabisa
sana.
sana.
KT,
You're
Shimani, it's
welcome.
been nice. Tylo Mail hapa. On all social media platforms,
Yeah.
Instagram Tylo Mail, TikTok Tylo Mail, Facebook Tylo Mail, Twitter and X squeezy
Yeah,
Tylo
X.
Mail,
Yeah.
YouTube, across all platforms,
Yeah.
nipate pale kama Tylo Mail.
Yeah.
My music currently you can play it on YouTube. We have a couple of videos, a couple of freestyles if you want to listen to our lyrical prowess.
Yeah.
And we'll be releasing the EP most probably next week.
Yeah.
It will be available on all streaming platforms. If you want to support the movement, we have a store on Hustle Sasa where we have merchandise. We have a couple of tracks there. Some years back I wrote a small book
Yeah.
about the black sheep.
Alright.
Wasanii wa tunaitwa the black sheeps and stuff.
Oh my god, I am.
Yeah, isn't it? So we relate well.
Yeah.
So go to Hustle Sasa / Tylo Mail. Tapata the book there, a couple of music to support, a couple of merchandise, some dope hoodies, dope kofias, some playing cards, laptop stickers and everything. We're trying to monetize as much as we can. And follow my pages, please, kindly support, share with your friends. The EP also will be available for free if you want to just listen to it. I can send it to you, just for the culture, sindio. And my parting shot is asanteni sana, especially the fans. Tunashukuru sana. And a word of advice for my youth, I know it's tough out here, but let's keep on. Tusikufe moyo. There is a lot of mental health issues that are iko rampant sana. Kazi hakuna na nini, but you have to consider yourself lucky the fact that you're alive. Out of hizo vitu 40 billion ama sijui ngapi wewe ndio ulitoka kwanza, so shukuru kwanza that you're alive. I'm talking about mental health because it's something that also went through, and we keep on keeping on, tusapotiane, tupigiane masimu, lakini kwa ni boy usinipigie kila siku.
I know, please stay away from people.
Ndiye mkwaji niko poa tayari. Sawa.
Jana wetu wamekataa kupigiwa simu kila siku.
Play KE music, the industry inaenda vizuri currently as we speak. You can listen to how the quality of the audios are coming out, the collaborations are much better, the videos are of high quality, the presenters are beautiful.
Oops, say that again.
And
Amen.
pushing the agenda like crazy, calling us the up and coming to support yani, and more good music coming your way. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for making up to the Black Hot Fan Network, and also for coming and honoring our invitation, and for making it on time. Jana tulikuwa na msanii, we even had to extend tutumie masaa ya producer kwa sababu alikuja around 11 something. Can you imagine? So thank you very much for honoring the invitation and also making it on time, and hope to see you more and more. Tulikuambia Black Hot Fire is home. Once you release any project, kindly feel free to send it to us. Okay, so kwa hayo mengi nakumbuka nikiwaambia msifanye msanii alale njaa. Please make sure you go support his art. He has told you where you can find his music. Please make sure hujafanya msanii alale njaa. You know, these people depend on us most of the time. So pia wewe ukiwa pale hivi unasikia ngoma ni kali, enda ununue pia wewe. Fika bei. But anyway, my people, we are almost coming to the end of our show for today. I just want to get the wrap, and then tumalizie, we wrap up the show.
Yes, thank you so much. Highly honored to meet you. Amazing music, amazing piece of heart, an amazing person with a good personality. Keep doing, and of course representing your people and putting your music on the map, because when you do good music, Kenyans are actually winning. When you do good music, us as presenters, we have a playlist to actually represent our own people. So keep doing that, keep doing amazing. Of course, ngoma zako tutazichukua. We'll be playing them back to back on air without your presence hata kama. So keep listening. Utapata tuko pale the whole album. Siku moja utapata nimeziweka back to back yote kwa the whole playlist. Thank you so much for coming. Keep doing great. We'll be playing. We'll really support good music. And Tylo meal to the world, guys. Kate already said it. Share with your friends, marafiki zako, manti zako, hata wale nyewana internet.
Kuna msanii pale hivyo.
Exactly. That is how we put our music on the map, and let's support each other. Good music. Shout out to Tylo Mill and all his fans and everybody who tuned in. Much love.
Okay, here is our beat. I see we only have 1 minute, but tunaweza extend that 5 minutes ndio uturapie tu.
Let's go.
Yes, Tylo, listen. It's been a minute. Chizi mina kuja na ubaya. Mistari Swahili na mavunga za Ulaya. Ama give you what you need. Buda chenye wa require. Sema stories za riwaya. Kukafunga kama waya. When I did that, a little nigga came through. Pussy nigga said you all the stuff that they can't do. Tylo told me go get him. I gotta stay true. I can't lose. Nita go harder than a bamboo. Living a life ya kalamu na paper. After show ni karamu na mida na sepa. Riziki kama mashida na hepa. Kali kuso ya jamii basi naficha na ngepa. Nimetoka mbali buda mimi nimesafiri. Kafiri ukitaka kata basi tafsiri. Nimewasili beat nimemada nipe wakili. Na naleta saga kama kachiri. Pose, utaman take a photo. Kila kitu too sweet yani tamu kama loto. Dog boy gang vidole zina mangoto, na leta joto yani na bang kama moto. Niko fresh niko banda na katoto kazuri kama faida. Na kana ninyonya kama candy bar, nimeshika Mombasa na hii mboka Zanzibar. Walisema sitawahi fika, nimefika. Pesa sijawahi shika, nimeshika. Na wapa makali kana andika na lika, na mafanzo wanawika wanapata pata shika. All about my flow, all about the dough, all about a little bit na wanataka more. All about the simple, all about the glow. Buda mina wapa faster na mina wapa slow. Tylo.
Hey yo, this is the Vibez, yo. 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. every month. Friday to Friday, yo.
Thank you.
Amazing Tylo, that was amazing. Tunakushukuru sana, thank you for coming. But family, we are gonna wind it up here. Thank you so much for those who have been locked in with us. Of course, we don't end it here. You know, it's Friday, and today being a party day, tulianza 8 a.m. This is the mood we are continuing in. Shout out to you. Take care of yourself. For those I will not see today, but we are meeting later on the Rhythm Scoop Show. Kama kawaida. Remember to join Katie and Joby on the Pan African Diary show. Much love. Take care of yourself, and see you later. Cheers.
Much love, my people. See you later on the Pan African Diary and later on the Rhythm Scoop Show. Enjoy the rest part of your day. Tuchekiane masaa ingine manze.
Ni wengi lakini nimekuchagua wewe. Sema unachotaka baby, tisha upewe. Vile uko juu umesifika kama mwewe. We mtamkaa sali basi mizinga tulewe. Hot lakini wanipa chills kabarafu. Sweet kakarafu, fili ya madafu. Tabibu wa moyo wangu unanipa nafu. Na mida ikifika nitahit kwa sakafu. Nimedata